Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CO-OPed Up. We are four friends who gather around talking about anything and some things. My name is Kenny, and today I'm joined by my boomer friends. I have today with me Cameron.
Hey, you listen to that new REM album? It's pretty sick. Gonna show it to my son.
Alan.
Red and blue were some good old Pokemon games.
And Connor.
I legally can only eat things that were touched by a grill or I break out in hives.
Wow, actually, that's
harsh.
that's real. That's real shit.
A real medical condition, dude. That's not funny.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? Today our topic is looking at the most influential games, or top 50, I think, influential games of the 21st century, created by some random website that Alan, our good friend, our good boomer friend, who has a son apparently.
I'm a boomer?
Yeah.
I'm the one with the son.
Oh, you're the one with the son. I just assumed we all had sons.
We have sons?
Actually, yeah. Probably. We're boomers.
Yeah.
We have to
God
have.
damn. My son is a disappointment.
Or daughter, you know.
I have a son, but he doesn't respect me, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, what kind of boomer parent would you be if you had a son that respected you?
God
Exactly.
damn, dude. Really? Relax.
How about
Slow
that?
your roll there.
But before we get into our topic today, why don't we go ahead and discuss our past week? How have you been, folks?
Oof. Who do we want to start with? You usually tell us. I'm kind of lost.
All right, fine. How have you been, Alan?
Been working. I'm really tired. I get home and I get really tired. I work with people and then I take calls. People who are idiots. And I hear them talk and I try to solve their issues and they just keep being real dumb. And it really just it hurts me deep inside.
Now, do you help them or do they help you?
Oh, they don't help me at all.
Oh, okay.
It's complete opposite, actually. It seems like they make his life a living hell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
'Cause they want their
Alright,
issues
that's fair
fixed right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I am but a poor lowly IT person
Yeah.
who doesn't have any idea what they're talking about.
I mean, okay. Do they give you like a list of like troubleshooting issues?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
list.
figured.
But
Is it a big list?
it's very very big, and it's not really a list. It's more like a search feature that doesn't have a good autocorrect. So it searches, but it searches
Poorly.
very specific things.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
IT
Anyway.
sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It's okay, Cameron. You should get in it, get some experience.
Well,
You're right.
How's your week, Cameron?
yeah.
Oh, I had to deal with people too,
Did you?
but corporate people.
What?
We had a career fair at my college, the last career fair I'll probably go to,
Nice.
Mhm.
and it just sucked me dry. You know, I had no soul left after I went.
Did you?
I mean, what's that?
Did you? What happened?
Let's see. I talked to 5 people, or 5 companies, I should say, because there were multiple people at some of the companies.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 really bad experiences, 1 meh experience that didn't really go anywhere, and then 2 really good ones. So it was all around pretty decent. I could have done without the embarrassment of the bad 2. Because, okay, so what I want to do is kind of, with my job, is I want to work with program logic controls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's not that interesting. I'm not going to go into that. But this one stand showed a lot of pictures of workers working on these things. And I'm like, oh, hey, that's what I want to do. So I go up and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in your PLC work. And they just looked at me and said, oh, we don't do that. I'm like, you have like 5 pictures up there with people doing that. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just give a little of my background and what maybe they have something else for me. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, can't help you. And then he just kind of looked at me like they wanted me gone.
Oh,
Wow.
I remember that feeling, yeah.
It was a very weird feeling.
This is for jugglers only.
Yeah, jugglers. I guess I was
What the
trying to
fuck?
become a carny.
I don't know what the
Supposed
fuck you're
to
thinking.
get people
What's
to
up?
hire? Isn't that the whole purpose
Yeah.
of a business fair?
Yeah,
Oh,
they weren't
fuck.
very helpful.
Imagine going to a place where you're supposed to hire people, but instead you just tell everybody to fuck off.
Like, sorry, we don't want you.
Actually, we don't have any positions open at this time. I'm just here for the free food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do get a free lunch.
Well, maybe that's why they showed up. But
Probably.
yeah, how's your week been, Connor?
Wait, we didn't go through. I want to go through Cameron's good experience at the
Oh
job.
yeah.
Good
Oh, okay.
okay. I'll just give advice. The best thing you can do when going to a career conference is go or wait until another person goes up to the same stand, I guess. So they talk to a group of people at once instead of one-on-one.
Really?
It seems more personal because you're kind of talking with two people instead of one.
What?
Maybe you could plan with a friend to do this as well.
You mean less personal?
Yeah, it makes it less personal. They just want to get the most applicants out or candidates in, I guess, the other way around.
Mhm.
Just like walk up to a stand like, can you tell me more about your company? Well, it's like,
Yeah,
well, if you sit on my lap, I'll tell you all about it, Buster. Come
exactly.
on down.
And I'll put a
Let me talk
lollipop
to
in
you.
your mouth and
Yeah,
rub his knee.
yeah, rub his knee. What did you get for Christmas?
Ruffle your
Exactly.
hair a little bit, you know?
You a juggler?
Sounds like a restraining order. All right, Connor, how was your week?
It was okay. I don't know. Did I do anything crazy? I feel like I didn't. I went on my way to get some stuff going on for next week though, so that I can go to the run fair with Kenny coming up soon.
And Alan.
Is Alan coming?
Maybe.
Ooh. Just
Maybe.
keep in mind we're going to be going earlier in the morning. I
I
have to. And then yeah. No, nothing really special. I just I don't know. I'm getting a little burnt out from work, so I'm hoping that this will help.
What's your favorite thing at a run fair? What's the thing you look forward to?
The environment.
I look forward to you, Cameron.
I'm not gonna be there.
I look forward to you being there and looking confused as Connor and Kenny geek out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get run fairs, honestly.
Really?
That's what I look
Every
forward
like the entire mood and just like setting there is
I
just
fucking
so
love 'em.
exciting. Like, you know, I go there and I feel like, oh man, I feel so giddy. Even more so than like the state fair or something. Because the state fair, I just feel like, oh, it's so hot and I just don't want to be here. Kind of sometimes maybe.
I mean, it could be hot at a run fair. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. It can be hot at a Ren fair, but with Ren fair, you just have people that are more active, or maybe they're just more into role playing. I think that's what.
True.
really-
Yeah,
really-
yeah, they're all
really gets
nerds.
yeah.
They're all extremely socially awkward. Except
I
for
used
this
to go.
one
I used to go and. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I used to go in like outfits. I wasn't actually in an outfit once, but the issue is that you have to go all the way in, or they'll just start calling you out for wearing jeans.
Seriously?
No,
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
But that's what happened with my LARP experience once. I lost my stats went down because I was wearing jeans, even though I was like wearing like a pair of like a really nice chainmail too.
Oh.
Like, it was, like we really like what?
That's complete BS. You should have just
Yeah.
said you're a tailor also. You made them yourself.
Yeah.
But you get -2 defense, but +10 style points. I see.
But needless to say, it was just kind of I just really look forward to the run fair. Yep.
Sure.
End of my bit.
All right. My week has been kind of slow. I haven't been. I mean, for this week, I've only gone to school once. I have, since I'm in grad school, my schedule is like kind of all over the place. So for 2 of my classes, I have a bi-weekly schedule, as in I show up once every 2 weeks for those classes.
Mhm.
And I didn't have those classes this week. I just had like one of my normal classes. So I went to school, and you know, I was just like, oh man, it's so cold. Well, not cold. It's so warm. So then I was like, I'm just gonna put on my t-shirt and shorts and show up to class. Then all of a sudden, the building's freezing, and I'm just like, I'm not having a good time.
Mhm.
Why'd you do that?
Why'd I do that? I don't know. I was just like, maybe today's like, a pretty hot day. Like, if I wore jeans, I was gonna sweat. So I just showed up to class and I was just like, oh no, I did not have a good time. So that's my bad time at my one day at school this week. But other than that, last weekend Alan came over and we recorded some stuff together. It was pretty fun. It was
Are you gonna
good.
say what stuff?
It was exciting. Probably not yet. I mean, it's not like it's a big surprise or anything, but probably not yet.
Oh.
Considering I don't know when that's gonna go up.
True.
That's kind of it. Hopefully we'll do more of that stuff in the future, and also looking forward to Ren Fair this weekend, like Connor said. And I really want to buy I remember last time we went, I was looking at these like toy wooden swords, and I really want one. Not for any practical uses.
Though?
You mean the wooden ones?
Yeah, the wooden ones. They're like maybe $20, $50.
No, nowhere near. No, probably like 15 hours.
Oh,
dude, I would not buy anything made out of wood if it costs more than $50.
All right, there goes your bed
a
frame.
wooden table.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
what
my
about house?
my frame or a house or a table.
Yeah.
Those are different from something you buy at a
Yeah, because
rent fair.
that's furniture is what it is.
I mean, a house is not furniture; it's a building.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I mean, I thank you for supporting me.
Yeah, I was trying to defend you, but then it's just like, oh, okay. But I think. Oh, I mean, I'm just going sidetracked. I've been looking at these like YouTube videos where people build like their own gaming tables, and they put like a big monitor or screen inside the table too, and that just looks so cool to me. I was like, oh my god, I need one of those.
Yeah, I've seen one where the computer's actually built inside of this like glass table.
Yeah.
So you could see the guts of the computer, and it's like liquid cooled and just LED lights flashing up all over the place.
But what if you need to
Sick.
replace everything inside?
You could probably take out the glass on the top.
Yeah.
You could do that easily.
What if the glass breaks?
Then
I mean,
get fucked, kiddo.
What if you have a really heated gamer moment?
uh-huh.
You just smash your controller into
You
your
just
table.
jump, you go on top of your bed and just jump onto the desk.
Mm-hmm.
What if you spill like some beer on the glass and it seeps through to the electronics? Now you fucked your controller.
Because beer can seep through glass.
What if
I mean,
one
like
of your
it's gonna
friends?
seep through the crevices.
Oh my god.
I mean, you build it so it doesn't. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
You brought it up. I want to get to the fucking point of the goddamn podcast.
All right, I've had enough.
Let's just layer more questions on. But before we go into the layers of questions, let's go ahead and talk about our subject topic of this week: the top 20 most influential games of the 21st century. All right, go ahead, Alan. Go.
Top 20?
No, it's 50.
21st. Top 50.
So
It's a lot
I
of
was
numbers.
looking online,
What the fuck
as
is
I
the
do on Reddit, and I saw this link to The Guardian. I don't know, is The Guardian notable at all for journalism?
I've never heard
yes.
of it.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Tell us more about The Guardian, Connor.
I mean, they're just a journalist group. They're not like super crazy, obviously, but like
What do they
they
do?
are. I'll look them up. Sure, I don't give a shit.
I mean, do they do like...
Yeah, let's
Like,
go ahead and critique Guardian. I'm not that interested in Guardian though. Just go ahead
The
and talk about
Guardian
the
is a
article.
British newspaper, and it was it's British.
Oh, okay. So it has nothing to do with games.
No, it's
No,
nothing.
it has nothing to do with games, and it's old as fuck. It was made in 1821.
Oh, no.
Now, where's the link? I don't know where the link is, and I can't. I'm scrolling up to try and find it,
No,
and I can't.
we don't need to look at the link. Alan's going to
You don't
present it.
need the link.
Alan's
I
got
will
it.
tell
Let
you.
him lead, not you.
That's why.
Spoil.
So, there's 50 games. I've read this entire list.
Okay.
I agree
Did you check it twice?
about 30 of them.
That's a lot.
No, 30%. Actually, even less.
Okay.
Oh.
Even less. Maybe like 20%.
Okay.
And then I don't recognize 10% at all.
Oh, wow. That's surprising. Well, 10% is not that large of a number, I guess.
Mm.
And what are these? The greatest? They're not the most influential, right?
Does it say the
It says,
greatest?
it says the greatest video games of the 20s.
I'd put influential in the title, but we can fix that in post, you know?
Yeah.
It says The Guardian is named the 50 greatest video games of the 21st century.
Okay.
All right.
And throughout this article, does it say how they gather this data, or do they just?
No,
Okay.
it just lists them.
All right.
And
This
no,
is just-
no explanation.
Yeah, it's like I'm listening to Watch Mojo.
Imagine if Watch Mojo was 50. They do 50 numbers of things instead of 10.
They do give like a small blurb, but it's like a paragraph.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
And
we'll see if we agree.
disagree super hard, except for like one or like two. Because there's some that are like, obviously these are great games,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
but I'll go down the list.
All
Okay,
right.
start with 50.
Number 50 is a 2004 PS2 game called SingStar.
I do know this game.
I think it's with the karaoke one, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's
obviously.
just karaoke.
I've never heard about it in my entire life until this.
I don't know. What the fuck?
It's just karaoke, I thought. Or is it kind of like a Just Dance mixed with karaoke?
I don't know, dude. I've never played this game, and 2 people out of 4, that's about 50% of the population who play games, don't know who or what SingStar is.
Well,
Yeah.
I do know what SingStar is because I had cousins who were quote unquote girl gamers, and
Ooh.
they bought like these kind of trendy games, and I guess this was one of them. And it was just a little thing you do. It had like these weird popular songs during the time.
So I have like a lot of issues with this article, but you're
Uh-huh.
gonna see a lot of instances where it's like there's there's a good idea, but then there's this game that just did it better. So like
Sure.
here we have SingStar, right?
Yeah.
Karaoke game.
Mhm.
When we have Rockstar now,
Yeah, I was gonna think
True.
Rockstar.
or Guitar Hero,
Mm-hmm.
or anything else.
Really?
Wait, Rock.
Yeah. I
You
mean, yeah, I would
isn't
agree,
it Rock
but
Band.
are they not on this
don't-
list?
I don't know. They are not on this list.
Wow.
Yeah, Rock Band is so much better.
Neither of those, I'm pretty sure, are on this list.
Remember when we got together and played Rock Band? I think it was 3 on the
Yeah,
PlayStation
I
3.
don't
Mhm.
like that memory.
Oh, I love
do you
it.
mean you
That
don't
was
like that
so
memory?
fun.
Oh, I
It's
have 2
amazing.
memories of that, and one of them I didn't like very much.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, anyway,
okay. Just leave that a
number
mystery.
49 is
Uh-huh.
Katamari Damacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought.
I can
Rated,
vibe with
but
that.
this is top 50 best of
Oh, wait.
all the games in the world
Yes, yes.
that have ever been created in the 21st century. You agree with this?
I feel influential. Okay. If it's influential, I think it deserves to be called greatest game
I
because
agree
it
that it's
brought a lot
influential.
of stuff.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't like
It-
calling games the greatest of all time
Okay,
because
it
that
says
doesn't
it
make
says
sense.
it says best, but I don't.
I mean,
think
this is just 49.
Yeah, but I don't exactly. This is 49 though.
I
Of
think it
all
was
the
great for its time.
True, it did come out in 2004.
Yes,
It's just a fun game.
it
but
is.
I think there's better games. Does anyone else have anything to say
Well, the
about?
thing about, I mean, yeah, I'll throw in my 2 cents. I think
Sure.
Katamari especially is just something so unique in its own right, where it has formed its own little niche corner to the point where when you see Katamari, you're like, all right, yeah, it's Katamari.
It's very notable.
Yeah, it's kind of like looking at maybe something like you see like an action game out there, and you see like, oh, look at that, that's Devil May Cry, or maybe you see something like I mean, I bring up Mario, but everybody knows what Mario looks like.
It's like when I
True.
see SingStar and I'm like, oh, of course.
Yeah,
When you see
Alrighty.
music notes on the screen.
absolutely. Give me number
So-
48.
Number 48 is a 2012 indie game named Journey.
Yes.
Yeah, how
Played
about
this
that?
game. I do not think it's deserves to be on this list.
I think it's a beautiful game, though.
I think it's a very good game, but I don't think it's one of the best games of the 21st century.
I think it definitely
stuck on.
deserves this, at least like some notoriety for being
Yeah.
something so unique in sort of atmospheric or environmental storytelling. Because out of every game I've ever experienced, Journey was definitely one of the top who did this very well. in terms of storytelling from a game medium.
Mm-hmm. It was also kind of an interesting game because it was kind of multiplayer as well. Like you could see other people playing at the same time, but it wasn't really interactive. It was just kind of interesting to see other people just kind of hanging around.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
I don't know, man.
Not
What?
You keep walking.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Bye.
All right, see ya. I love you.
You're fucking role playing.
And it's like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they
Then
like
next-
role-playing.
and it's like you're in a cave.
No,
that-
don't do it.
Can we
It's like
stop?
you're in a
Connor,
cave.
don't do that. We're recording. How about number 47, Alan?
No, here's the thing. I'm gonna stick my foot in the sand here.
Yeah?
And say Journey doesn't deserve this spot.
Really? Why
Wow.
not?
There's literally so many other games on here that did not make it onto the list for whatever reason.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it deserves the spot.
Okay, well, at the end of this, I want to hear everyone's opinion on what should have been on here.
Cheaper.
So- It seems no spoilers. Stop it.
Ooh,
I have no
Number-
clue if it's on there. Or
we
not.
gotta go through this list fast because otherwise, it's gonna
Yeah,
take-
go on.
Number 47 is Dead Space.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
A staple in the horror genre.
A little
It is my
iffy,
favorite horror game
a
of all
little
time.
iffy, but I'll give it to it. It does the space horror genre pretty well.
Oh yeah.
It came out in 2008, so they did the best they could, and its sequels
Excuse me.
did not do as good as the original.
No,
so,
the sequels all suck.
I think
Yep,
Dead
so-
Space 2 was alright.
It was all right.
It
was
wasn't as bad.
Dead
3 was
Space is
terrible.
definitely the best out of the three, so it deserves a spot over any of its sequels.
Sure.
I'll say I think it does deserve a spot on this list.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But there's some other games that I don't know.
Okay.
Also,
okay.
Okay.
I guess just the list has to be it's got to be 100. It's got to be twice the size of this goddamn list.
I don't think so. But go ahead.
That'd
Keep
be a
going.
long podcast
All right.
then.
Number 46 is Limbo.
Okay.
Limbo.
I
Several indie games here.
Sure.
I do think it's a very influential game.
I think
as well.
it's influential, but we're
In
not
style.
talking about influential, Cameron.
I'm just saying
Where-
influential in the way that
I'll
makes
say
it
this.
great.
I think influential games are great.
Yeah. I think games that stick around in people's memories deserve that kind of recognition.
They have notoriety for a reason.
Yes.
Personally, I'm just gonna say if Limbo didn't have that scene where you get stabbed by a spider in Eden, I don't think the game would have been as great. I think that game I think that one fucking scene evoked so much.
You didn't actually get eaten, but
You
Well,
get stabbed.
unless you failed, you don't get. Well, I mean, if you fail, you get stabbed. There's a lot. It's kind of brutal when you die in that game, even though it's like black and white. It's still kind of messed up when you see that child just eat it.
yeah.
It's
I think it's a good game. So here's the thing. I don't know if I disagree with this list because it's saying the best games. If
Yeah,
it was
I
saying
think-
influential, if they said influential, I would agree with a large
sure.
a large portion of this, but they did not say the most influential.
I think that's because when they say best games of all time, it's more clickbaity. It gets more views that way
Mm.
Yeah, but
because
that's
people
just-
want to compare it to their own. Like
That-
why we're doing this?
it's bad journalism.
Are we bad journalism?
It's not
This isn't journalism, Cam.
You're right.
it's
this
journalism,
isn't
journalism at all. It's like a
It's not.
it's a blog post is what it is. But continue, Alan.
Yeah, basically.
All right. On to another game that I actually love a lot. Number 45 is a 2013 indie game as well called Papers, Please.
Ooh, that's an interesting choice actually for
It
one.
had its own fucking movie.
Did it?
Yeah,
Did it
did you not see that they made an actual movie?
No.
It's a short movie, but yeah, they made their own movie.
That's kind of sick.
Is it live action or is it animated?
Yeah, it's live action.
I've never seen it in my life. Now I got to see it. But
That's
Yeah, it's
interesting.
really it's only 10 minutes long, but it's like actually done by a studio.
Huh.
cool. But I like the game. I think it's a good game. Do I think it's one of the greatest games of the 21st century?
I feel like we're gonna hear this a lot.
Look, man, that's the argument they're putting forward.
Sure,
right?
sure. That is what they put in text.
And I think, for me, it might be up there. I mean, it's a fun game. It deals with like a lot of real world issues and also like ethical issues for yourself and like
sure.
for your fake family that you're trying to protect. I think it's a good game. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. Most of these games, except for like SingStar, what the fuck is SingStar doing on this? Like, they're not bad games.
Yeah, you're right.
But like, I don't think they're amazing. Like,
That's fair.
Papers, Please is a good game. I would recommend people buy it, play it.
It's pretty cheap right now, I think, too.
Yeah.
Eat it.
It's a great play. I agree. I think it's good.
But I don't know if I'll put it on the list.
Well, the thing is, you really gotta question yourself. Do you, in your whole entire gaming experience, can you really think of 50 games off the top of your head?
I mean, not off the top of my head, but I could probably like write down a whole list.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially when you got like a team of writers, but whatever.
Is there an author of this post, or is it?
I don't know. It says it's by 2 people.
Oh, it's 2 people. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
I don't know who they are at all.
Keep going.
That's fair. Let's move on.
44.
44.
Forza Horizon.
Which one?
Forza Horizon, the 2012 one.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't play racing games.
I think my biggest gripe is that like I don't play it, and in terms of influence, the only thing it really influences is specifically its genre, and the only thing it influences is just like the natural increase in quality.
Well, the thing about Forza Horizon is that, I mean, I know a little bit about it because I watched my cousins play it a lot. Forza Horizon was specifically important to the racing game genre because it had so much customization when you built your car. And that's where it sort of blew everyone away. There was so much customization. There was so much you could do. And there's a way that you can like influence the speed of your car, the drift, all these mechanics in the game upon customizing your car too. And that's what really, really brought it to made it stick out.
Sure.
But I'm not into racing games.
Yeah.
So who the fuck cares?
I don't trust anybody to touch my cars. So,
But like,
you get your hands off of it.
okay, so the way I'm approaching this whole post,
Yeah.
right, is like if you took a room full of 100 people and you asked them, scale of 1 to 10, you think this game is good, and they have to hit at least a 7, this game would not pass, in my opinion.
Because I also think there's not that many racing fans compared to like some of the other games on this list that are more actiony, more indie developer based.
True.
Indie has a huge following.
Well, that's debatable.
I'd actually disagree because in terms of the consumer market, racing games do have a
more
notoriety in terms of indie games.
Well, yeah, I mean that's AAA.
They far exceed. Yeah.
So the average consumer is going to play Forza.
Yeah.
Like they're going to play Forza, they're going to play Gears of War, they're going to play the big titles.
Yeah, also, I do think this game would rank pretty high. But that's only my experience with the game. I don't know if you've ever played it, but
I've never played it. Like here's the thing, right? We all come from different backgrounds in playing video games, right?
Sure. We come from different
you come from different walks of life. We do.
But none of us play racing games.
True.
I play racing games, but never hyper realistic. Like I love Sonic Team Racing. I love Mario Kart. Everyone loves Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really cool game called Distance. That's an indie game. That's a really fun racing game. Those are the 3 that I can think of that are really good. I played a lot of all those.
I remember playing quite a few racing games, even realistic ones, when I was in middle school, because I had that group of friends that were really into racing games. So I played my fair share.
But do you guys want to keep talking about cars? No, because number 43
Cars
is a
the video game.
2015 game by the name of Rocket League.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And we'll say I do think this belongs on the list for a couple reasons.
What are those reasons?
It's a good game. It's influential.
First, good game. 2, it's got a competitive scene.
Yes.
So I have to support games with a competitive scene.
Sure.
Do you have to?
I do.
You
I
don't
do.
have to, but you do.
I personally do. Like, because people are putting effort into the game. Like, there's a clear, because this is a competitive game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's competitive. Up till now, all of these have been either single player or just games for fun.
Yes. Casual.
So this is a game that people play not just for fun, but like for sport.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's also a game that's super easy to get into. It's very simplistic. You don't even need a tutorial to learn most of the stuff in it. It's kind of just self-taught for the most
Mhm.
part. So anyone can
Yes.
pick this up.
Yeah,
True.
but it's also super complex.
Yes.
Very true.
Yeah.
I like this game, and I think it definitely belongs on the list, even
Mhm.
though it doesn't have as much of a pull as it did before.
Yeah, but
Sure.
you do really have to acknowledge the fact that this game has a really long shelf life in terms of
Mhm.
gaming libraries out there.
Yeah, it's true.
And I think the audience is still thriving. I think there's still a lot of people who play it.
Yeah, yeah. The people that avidly
Mhm.
played it, like when it first came out, I'm pretty sure they're still sticking with it.
Oh yeah.
Keep going,
That was an easy one.
Yeah. Next one. I think
right.
we all agreed on that one.
Number 42 is I don't have any idea what this game is, so someone please know what this is.
Okay.
Burnout 3 Takedown.
Ooh. Okay, I was actually going to talk about this.
What is Burnout 3?
I think it's a racing game.
It's a racing game, but instead of customization, your cars can get really fucked up.
Yeah. The whole point is kind of destruction of the other players and racing at the same time.
Mm.
So, like, you get a boost if you destroy another car, and once you destroy it, it goes into like slow mo, and you see like the car you just destroyed just get turned into a ball of tinfoil as it rolls down the street. It's a very fun. It's kind of more of an arcade racing game, like something you would see on the like an arcade.
Mm-hmm.
It's more along those lines, which I think I had it on PSP, and it was a very fun game.
Oh.
I think I played that game on your PSP, isn't that right?
Yeah, probably.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I don't know. Does it belong on this list, Cameron? What do you think?
I mean, I played a lot of it growing up. Once I got a PSP. And the main reason I play it is there's a game mode where you try to cause the most damage possible by like driving into traffic. And you get like one shot, and you have to get a bunch of cars, and you have to get like a high score and get like stars. It's like a whole different story mode.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like, we should just move on because I don't feel like they can connect to this game, and there's plenty of other games, and we're not even 10 in.
Well, we're going to be 10 in soon, and I think these next two are going to be a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
So number 41 is it's a game we all played. I don't know if we all enjoyed it. It came out in 2016. It's Overwatch.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Got some bad fucking memories of this game.
I feel like, I would replace TF2 with this one. Like,
Really?
if we had
I've
to
never
choose
played
a game
TF2,
with
and the thing with
similar-
TF2 is that I really never had any desire to play TF2, so I don't know about TF2.
Cameron, I agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you because Overwatch just took the TF2 formula and made it different, like slightly different.
I mean, TF2 is not fun anymore. They changed it too much and kind of ruined it. But in its prime,
isn't that what they're doing?
Very fun game.
Isn't that?
It's basically the same. They went too far with it. Also, the fan base is kind of messed up now.
Also, they forced the competitive scene, which I don't like. So I watched the competitive scene grow for Overwatch since it started, and Blizzard pumped so much money into it.
Oh, sure.
It doesn't seem legitimate compared to like. It's not that it's not legitimate, right? It's just it seems very weird. It's a very weird competitive atmosphere compared to a lot of other esports out there.
Right, because it was like this was a game that was made purposefully for the competitive market rather than having the community build it up as a competitive game.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the big business making it or forcing it to be something that I don't really think it is necessarily.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I do think it deserves to be on the list because I mean, I remember I think back on my time with Overwatch, even though we don't play it no more, but I do remember it very fondly.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of memories from it, I think, or at least we had fun playing it together. But it loses fun after a while, like almost every game.
Yeah, how about that? Keep going.
I just remember being super ostracized from that game, but that's another thing. Whatever. Moving on.
Sorry, Connor. So number 40 is Gears of War 2.
I've never played this.
Never played it. I know that it's an influential game. Moving on.
I agree. Did you play it, Kenny?
I did not play it, but I did play Gears of War 1.
What do you think?
Well, the thing about Gears of War is that, it's one of those, hyper action, super gory games that feel good as a shooting game. So, it's like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. I don't like it enough to put it on this list, but I've never played Gears of War 2. That's for sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough knowledge about it to talk.
Okay, fair enough. Let me pull it up here. Yep. So number 39 is a 2000 game.
Ooh.
And it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think, I agree with that.
Did you play this game?
No, but I've seen a Let's Play of it, and, I owned the first one.
I played this game.
It's a fun skater game.
It's a fun game. And, it influenced a lot of other games,
Yeah, and it doesn't take itself too seriously either.
This definitely fits, I think, all the necessary check marks for it to be on the list. It was influential.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game. It's a good game. You can still have fun with it years later.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. It's like, one, two, buckle my shoe, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Nice. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I like.
Alrighty. Now, the only reason I actually picked up this goddamn list is because number 38 has Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I mean,
but this is the only Super Smash Brothers game on here.
Well, I don't think these are really ranked by. I don't know how you would rank these.
I don't think these might be ranked.
I think they just put it on the list.
I don't believe they just put it on list. I don't think they're ranked in any way.
I think they might be ranked.
Okay.
I got a feeling because if you keep going down, it just gets to bigger and bigger titles.
Okay. Well, then it might be ranked, but then who cares? Because it's the end. At the end of the day, it is a subjective list. But all I'm interested in is just whether or not the list coincides with my list, and if it doesn't, fuck them.
Do you think Super Smash Brothers Melee deserves a spot on this list? I'm asking you because I am a biased commentator.
When did Brawl come out?
Brawl came out 2008, 2009.
When did 64?
64 came out before the 21st century.
Oh, I would have put that on this list if it was in the time, but I guess Melee's the next better one. Okay.
Really? Didn't Smash for N64 come out in 2001?
No, that was Super Smash Brothers Melee. They made it so they made Smash 64, and then in 2 years they made Melee.
Ah.
All right, then I'll say Melee deserves to be on the list if it's the next one.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you more so than Brawl or Ultimate.
Ultimate's too soon, I feel. Like that just came out, so the hype is still up there.
For me, I like the N64 way better because I had way more memories in that game rather than Melee. Yeah. I owned Melee, but I never squeezed as much time out of it. And also, I wouldn't count Melee in the same sense you would, Alan, considering that you play mostly Project M.
No, I didn't.
Well, I mean, in the competitive scene, at least.
No, I didn't.
I mean, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about the big competitive scene that has this game listed as one of the shelf lives of the gaming community.
I mean, I've been playing Melee since I was 5 or 6. It's a good game, but I really enjoy Ultimate. I think that despite it being relatively new, it's a really good gateway for all previous
Yes.
players of previous games. The fact that they have wave dashing again and all these other things, and you have access to literally every other character from every other previous game, despite modifications. I don't know. It's a really good way for people to, I don't know, get back into it.
No, I agree. Also, the story mode in I really enjoyed the single player in Ultimate a lot. It's really fun. I do think Ultimate's better, but I think it's too soon.
Well, why don't you go
Be
ahead
considered the
and
best.
weigh in your opinion now, Alan? Alan?
I think this game. I'm being super biased.
Yeah.
Sorry. This game does what 64 does and just improves in every aspect. It just literally makes better 64. I think after this game, Brawl, on purpose, made the game a little bit worse in general, just so it had a bigger appeal to children and it was more accessible to
Well,
everybody.
it's inherently a party game, and if you play it with certain things on the way, when you naturally play it, it's a party game. You have to go out of your way to make it a competitive game. Like, I don't know, items are bullshit. You can't use items.
I think items are bullshit either way. I never like playing with items.
I mean, like, I like playing with some items, but there's too many new items like assist trophies, pokeballs, smash balls.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. We're not talking about Ultimate,
stop.
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not?
I just want to give a little closing remark on
Still
Melee.
fucking hate pokeballs.
I think it just does everything better from 64, and has. I mean, like it's not a perfect game. I'll admit. Holy shit! Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you move on? What's the next one?
Let's move on. The next one. Alan?
Whatever. No, I was reading. I read something wrong. Thought they did a typo, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
37 is Silent Hill 2, which I will say yes.
Yeah, that's a good horror game as well.
It's scary. I'm scared when I think about it.
It's a good psychological horror.
Yeah, I remember playing the first Silent Hill, and it's so confusing. You get lost so easily. I'm not sure if it's the same as the second one. I just know the second one's been talked about to the hell and back.
Yeah. I don't have any experience with the Silent Hill series, but just, from what I hear, it's fine. So I can't really attest to this number.
Fair. So I'm just going to say, I think it deserves its place. It's got iconic villains. It's got a good story, I think. It's good psychological horror. I think it's just a good game in general.
For sure.
Definitely paved the way for horror games in the future. But I don't know. I just want to move on because there's nothing left to say.
It's a good game.
Yeah, go ahead.
6
is we'll leave it at that. Spelunky's on there? Wait. Did I hear that correctly?
Did I cut out a little?
A little.
Oh yeah, it's Spelunky.
Okay. It's a very fun roguelike.
It's a fun roguelike, but I don't think it's top 50.
I don't think it is either. But I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. It's a very game. It's pretty simple. You basically go spelunking in a cave, try to get the most treasures, and get through it as fast as possible. Because if you take too long, a ghost comes and tries to steal your soul.
Yep.
That's basically the whole game. And you just try to save damsels in distress. And it's a game. Yeah, it's a game.
Well, I mean, you can say that about everything here. It's a game. All right.
True.
Give me the next one.
The second one's coming out.
It's a game.
True. The second one is coming out, and I do want to get it.
It looks fun.
I hope they have online multiplayer.
They probably do this time. I hope.
We can hope. But I am unsure if this game makes top 50. I think it's a good game, right? There's certain games in the indie scene that just this was one of them that paved the way for the indie scene boom. But I'm unsure if it's definitely a fun game,
Mhm.
It definitely has like weight to it for legacy and all that. But I don't know
Sure.
if it should be on this list. And if it is, I think it should be a little bit lower.
Sure. Or you mean higher?
Yeah. Like a little-
Yeah.
like in the 40s, 50s.
Sure.
Instead of,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
36.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on. Okay, this is a game I have not played, but I know that someone else here has. So Assassin's Creed 2.
Okay. Yeah. That's the first Assassin's Creed game I played.
Same.
I played the heck out of it. I got 100% and got the platinum trophy. Actually, the first platinum trophy I ever got on the PlayStation.
Nerd.
I am.
But what do you think?
I think it's a pretty fun platformer, but the issue is that after you play one Assassin's Creed game, they pretty much all play the same. So
I'd say Odyssey is different now, but I'm not sure how I feel
I've
about
not played that. Yeah, I haven't played that one. I've played Brotherhood, Revelations 2, a little of 3. That's it. But,
All right,
yeah.
but I do think it at least the second one belongs here. I think it's the strongest out of all of them.
Yeah.
It's got some story. I think the art is good. The music's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. It's just I think it.
See, I feel like Black Flag is another really popular one in the series
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people liked. And I honestly like the look of that one a lot more. Plus, it introduced the whole boat mechanic. Actually, no, 3 did, didn't it?
No, the boat mechanic got introduced in Black Flag. But before we continue on with this conversation, we're taking a really long time with this topic.
I know.
So I'm going to say from now on, only talk about the game, not about the other games in the series.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm just saying Black Flag is a better choice. That's all I'm saying.
Brotherhood, whatever. Moving on.
All right, whatever. Yeah. So 34 is Batman: Arkham Asylum.
I hated this game.
Bad ending.
I mean,
Bad ending.
I just didn't like this game at all. I mean, there were cool villains, but then I didn't like the combat at all. I mean, I know people did like it, and you could say, "Oh, Spider-Man did the same thing," but I don't like the combat in the way that it felt like I wasn't playing. Like, this is the first action game that I've ever played where I felt like it was too easy.
I felt like it's like you press buttons and you just basically watch him move across. Like he himself does the fighting. You press buttons to make sure he doesn't get hit. That's more or less it. Like, it's a lot more disconnected.
But
no, I'm not done talking.
Go on.
I just feel like people were just really like, whoa, look at him move around the fucking screen like that. And they were way more distracted by that than the fact that it wasn't like super intense. Whatever, that's all I have to say.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of disagree with you guys a bit. Because the whole purpose of that game is not to just beat them up, usually. Of course, there's like side missions and mini games where you just beat them up. But for the most part, you're trying to take them out one by one without getting caught. You're supposed to do it stealthily. But there are parts of it where you do have to get in combat like that. But I like the parts.
I would argue that I would argue this. I would say the core of this game is the action in it. Like that's where you're going to be deriving most of the gameplay. If not, you're already sneaking around.
Maybe.
I think the issue is that, like, I don't really want to, as Kenny literally just said, I feel like the later titles focused way more on like combat out in the open without stealth. I feel like Arkham Asylum.
No. Not talking about other games.
I know. Shut the fuck up. But I feel like at least Arkham Asylum, I'll give you, was a lot more focused on stealth in comparison to the other ones.
Sure. I do think City's better. That's all I'm going to say. Arkham City.
Give me the next one.
I don't know.
Okay, the next, I don't have any opinion on this game. It's a Batman game. I don't give a shit. Except for Lego Batman. But number 33 is Battlefield 1942.
Didn't play.
Didn't play it, but I played the remastered version 1943. It was good. I really like that type of Battlefield. I feel like the 1942 and 1943 were really well paired together, and it's a shame that like for me, like once again going off these games in particular were really focused on multiplayer. I don't think I could ever find like a 1942, 1943 online server. I mean, I'd probably have to look it up.
I think Medal of Honor was better.
I did play that one.
I did
That
play Medal
sounds
of Honor,
pretty
and
fun,
I
but-
disagree. Hard disagree. I played 1942 on my PS3, and I squeezed a lot of time out of that game. But you know, I just don't feel like it would ever go on my list.
I don't think a shooting game would ever go on my list.
It's one of those games where, you know, you play it just to play with another person. But if you're playing it by yourself, you derive no enjoyment out of it.
Okay. I have nothing to say about it, really.
All right.
I don't really care for shooting games in general. Talking about not caring about shooting games, here's another shooting game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Call of Duty 4?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good game.
That's a good game.
4?
I played this game several times.
Wait, I thought 2 was...
did not like Call of Duty Modern Warfare as much as Modern Warfare 2. But talking strictly about Modern Warfare, it's all right.
So I got a question. Which is the one where you go in past and you shoot the guy?
There's a lot of that.
What?
You shoot a lot of guys, Alan.
I can tell you for sure that's not Modern Warfare.
Okay, so I like Modern Warfare 2.
That's not Modern Warfare 2 either.
No, it is. It's one of them.
Go in the past and shoot the guy.
Like there's one episode where you go into Russia.
Someone's
then-
buzzing, by the way.
Oh, are you sorry? That's my phone. Are you talking about when you go through Chernobyl
Yeah.
and oh, I remember that one was fucking crazy. I know what he's talking about.
I love that episode. So it's good.
I don't know. I'd get pissed because I wouldn't understand the stealth.
Oh.
So I'd be like, "Why am I dying?" But then I also didn't know
blazing.
and I also didn't know there was radiation in the game. So that was rough. That was rough.
Anyway,
Anyways, moving on.
number 31 is God of War 2018. I think we don't need to talk about this because we all agree that
We
it
already
deserves
talked
the
about
spot.
that.
Yeah, we all agree. It's a good game. It
Yeah.
changes, the formula, whatever. Good game.
Yeah.
Number 30, Shadow of the Colossus. I'm just gonna go through a couple of these because I think these.
Yeah, I agree.
No
Those are
brainers.
good.
Yeah,
Obviously.
All right, I'm gonna stop on this one. 29 is Deus Ex.
The original or...
It's the 2000. So the original.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
that's OG
I heard that
original,
game
okay.
is super good.
I have no idea. I've never played this game.
It's like isn't it dialogue branch heavy for the most part? Like you kind of choose the outcome.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Your choices matter.
I can't remember.
All I know
idea.
about is that my girlfriend loves it, and I heard it's a pretty good game all around.
All right, and then I'm gonna go through about 3 of these, right? That I think are no-brainers.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about them. You got Wii Sports, Guitar Hero, and Left 4 Dead. I was wrong. Guitar Hero is on here.
All right.
But
Yeah.
Wii Sports, Guitar Hero, and Left 4 Dead, we all agree. Good games.
Yes.
Wait, the
all
first
right.
Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, the first one. I do think Left 4 Dead 2 is better, but for argument's
Yeah.
sake.
I think Left 4 Dead 2 is way better. It has the first game, but yeah,
And then-
we're not talking about that one.
I have 3 games here that I do not agree with.
Okay, go. Shoot.
25 is Eco.
Okay, interesting.
All right.
Interesting choice. I don't agree with this game.
I feel like I would agree more if it was a higher number.
Yeah, it's a very, very short game. And
So not amazing.
it's not that memorable, but I mean, this is the game that came out before Shadow of the Colossus. It's by the
Yeah.
same people. It was paired.
I'd say Eco does have some of the best fucking music that I've heard in a game, though. I will defend that. You have to check out the soundtrack, but I think it's worthwhile. They can convey so many good emotions.
All right.
With Eco, I'll agree with you. Just let me throw my opinion out there, Alan.
Yep.
For Eco, the main thing about Eco is that the gameplay was just not good. Not one bit of it was good. The
I don't
puzzles
remember the gameplay.
were simple and sometimes convoluted, and the entire game is based around an escort system, which is I think they sort of they sort of made the sort of a stereotype that escort system sucks, and having the whole entire game based on an escort system.
I don't think it sucked, but I don't think it was fun because for the most part you're just running away from a creature like a shadow thing. You're just not supposed to get touched. That's the whole.
Well, no, that's not true. You can fight back against them.
I just think the game's bad.
I guess you get a sword
comparatively. I think it should belong on the list, but just a little bit definitely in the 50s.
I don't think it belongs on this list.
Sorry, not 50s. You don't think it belongs on the list at all?
I do not think so.
You think it gets outclassed by Shadow of the Colossus?
I do. Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus is on another level.
It's so good.
All right, I'm going to go to number 24, which is The Last of Us. I don't think this game belongs on the list at all.
Really? I highly disagree.
I disagree with you.
I think it deserves to be on the list. I do think it's a very well-made game.
This is just a Resident Evil game.
No, it's
slightly
really
different
not.
Atmosphere. No, I look, hear me out. It's literally got the same mechanics as a Resident Evil. No, I think it does. You've just been deluded.
It does not. I highly disagree.
Hold on. Let Alan finish his point.
How does it play?
In the same year, a Resident Evil game came out that was extremely similar to this.
Was that 6?
It was 6, yes.
I don't remember which one it was.
6 was bad.
Well, no, but I want Alan to finish his point.
I just think that the mechanics in the game are not amazing.
Okay.
It's an escort-based game, which you've already said is not amazing. The AI is worse than BioShock Infinite, which I don't think is on this list either.
Should be.
I just think it gets outclassed by so many other games.
Okay.
Like, the story is okay. I like the story, but it doesn't do enough for me.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Now you can attack me.
Attack me.
Okay.
Yeah, attack me.
So I think it reaches. It's not a very difficult game. It's not supposed to be like that. It's just a fun journey, and I don't think. Let me see. You completed them all. When I played the AI, I didn't have that issue with bad AI. I don't know. I mean, did you play this game?
I don't like escort missions ever.
It's okay.
Let me clarify something. This is not an escort-based game.
It's not.
It's not.
The escort mechanic is not anywhere in the game. You were never escorting.
Ellie cannot die. She can't die.
Wow.
She's immune to bullets and everything. You're not babysitting her. She's just there to maybe give you some ammo once in a while, kind of like in Infinite.
So she's just Elizabeth in Infinite, but
yeah,
child.
She's basically Elizabeth in Infinite.
I don't like that.
I mean that's fair. That's a fair.
It's better than escort.
But I would say she's one of those companions that doesn't need babysitting, and also the only thing that she ever does is assist you in surviving.
So I do have a question. Let me just pose this question to you. If the game didn't have Ellie, would it be very much different gameplay wise?
It would be Uncharted, but with zombies.
I would still disagree.
Okay.
This game would not actually be different gameplay wise. But I think
I knew that, Orphan.
Okay.
Sorry.
But I think that's where it sets itself apart. I think this game is definitely deserves to be on a best list, strictly because there is, with the Uncharted games, there's this dissonance between gameplay and story. And here, there isn't.
Oh, yeah.
But there is a dissonance. Ellie can't die.
True.
Doesn't get attacked.
No.
I mean, I guess they do deal with that in the story, don't they?
They do deal with that in the story. She won't die as in a gunfight, but she...
Yeah.
In terms of a zombie attacking her, no, she's immune to that. There is a narrative element as to why she is immune to zombies and why she can handle herself in such a way. That's why I'm saying that this narrative and gameplay weaves itself together to the point where it makes sense. And when there's, it introduces this sort of brand of storytelling. Well, it's the familiar, straightforward brand of storytelling. It's just an action game, straightforward. All you do is just play through it. But it heightens storytelling in the gameplay medium to a new degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll agree. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. I mean, are we done?
Yeah.
Because there's like
Go on.
20-ish more.
Let's get through them.
Number 23 is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and I don't believe it belongs on this.
I mean, Ocarina came before the
Exactly.
21st, right?
Ocarina?
Stop. No, but I think Ocarina deserves this spot on the list much, much more than Majora's Mask for a couple reasons.
I think it's a better story.
No, it can't be. It's 1998. It came out in 1998.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Well, then I definitely still wouldn't put Majora's Mask on there. I think Majora's Mask takes so much from literally Ocarina of Time. It's just like saying, hey, it's a cop-out.
Yeah, but there's a time limit.
A different game. Well, yeah, but you could say so many other Zelda games.
Could you?
Okay. No.
Influential Zelda games?
Not influential.
Best Zelda
sorry. I thought you might have
Wind Waker?
No,
well,
I know.
If you remember Wind Waker received a lot of backlash for looking the way it did, and not a lot of people picked it up. And
it's still,
even though it's it might be sound gameplay wise, it wasn't as popular, and it
Yeah, but this isn't about what it was like on release. If it was
it is about what it was like on release.
I don't think it is.
Or at least what the game is, what the game's about. If you talk about Wind Waker, I feel like you'd only achieve a niche audience within the Legend of Zelda community of saying, hey, that's a great game.
Huge. A lot of people love that game.
Yeah, I mean, but will a lot of people say that's their favorite Zelda?
Yes.
I think it might be my favorite Zelda.
Okay. You two are very unique people, though.
Connor, what do you think? You're another Zelda boy. Tell me what you think.
I really like Wind Waker.
But do you think Wind Waker deserves its own spot compared to Majora's Mask?
I mean, I would say I'd say Wind Waker is better than Majora's Mask.
Now, I'll also propose this question: have any of you ever played Majora's Mask?
Yeah,
I played the DS version.
Okay.
I've watched multiple playthroughs of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen 2 playthroughs of it as well.
I understand the story. I've played the game. I think so. I like the mechanics in the game, but I think it just takes so much from Ocarina of Time. It's just a cop out of saying, Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's as close as we can possibly get.
If it's great, why change it?
Well, they did change it. They changed a lot of things, but I think if we're talking about impact, Majora's Mask is a lot less known than any other Zelda game.
That's true. In terms of Majora's Mask and Wind Waker, I will say that Wind Waker did a lot for the series.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of gameplay.
Anyway,
yeah,
I'm gonna move on from this point because I think I've established. Either way, Zelda game does need to be on here. But number 22 is Mario Kart 8. I don't want this game to be on here. There should be 2 other games on here. It should either be actually 3.
Dash.
It should be Double Dash, Wii, or the newest one.
8 Deluxe.
Wii is just 8.
Nobody played 8.
What do you mean nobody played 8?
Wii U?
The newest one is
Kenny?
No, the newest one is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's literally just Mario Kart 8.
There's a difference. There's
a difference, as in there's just more stuff in 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Because no one bought Mario Kart 8.
True.
I'm just going to leave it at Mario Kart should be on this list no matter what. I don't care which one it is, though.
Fair.
They're all close to the same except for Double Dash. That's the only different one.
We're going to go... Double Dash was beautiful, and they should remake Double Dash. Anyways, Mass Effect 2. Let's just say yes.
Yes.
Because Mass Effect 3 ruined everything.
Yeah, I think it's...
Mass Effect 2 was probably one of the most competent RPGs I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we all agree. Number 20 is Fortnite.
I feel like it kind of sucks because like I feel like a lot of it is just how popular it is.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Fortnite does not deserve to be on this list, but DayZ does.
I disagree with that also.
No.
But I don't. Do you know why? Because Fortnite was birthed by DayZ.
No, PUBG was birthed by DayZ.
And what do you think Fortnite was birthed by?
PUBG came after that. Well, actually, no. Fortnite was its own thing. It was
its own thing. And
it was
then
with zombies.
And then it got molded into a battle royale.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like we don't need that.
Whatever, it's fine. I don't really care if Fortnite's on here really.
It's influential for sure, but
so I'm gonna go over a couple quick ones here because I think we'll all agree.
Sure.
Grand Theft Auto 4. It doesn't matter to me which Grand Theft Auto's on there.
I disagree with 4, but fine.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I disagree with that, but fine.
First one should be on there.
I think the first one should be there.
Okay.
I disagree.
Either way, Red Dead Redemption should be on there.
Sure.
The Sims.
Yes.
Which one? There's like a million.
The original one, 2000.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not the original one.
Like in terms of influential, it was also super huge because it's one of the first ever games where you could have a homosexual relationship, and that was made by one guy's decision after he was worried there was going to be so much like screaming and like yelling back at him, but he wanted to make that choice, and I think that it affected LGBT. Did I say it right?
LGBTQ plus.
LGBTQ plus whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like it really affected their progress in the gaming industry.
Sure. I never knew that. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Uncharted 2.
I'll send you an article of that.
Ooh. Best, yeah.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. We all agree.
I love it.
Resident Evil 4. I don't know if I'd agree with this one.
Which one's?
I'd agree with this one, definitely.
I'd agree because it's the switch, because the Resident Evil series always switched between the first three being like cameras, and then the fourth being like an actual action game. And I feel like it really it did it perfectly. I think it's the best of 4, 5, and 6 in terms of that style.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also think it also keeps tons of the focus of the previous games with puzzles and shit. And I think the story was just so good. Like, I think it's like such an interesting story.
Well, okay. I would also add this. Revolutions. I'm sorry. Resident Evil 4 does, like, it reinvents the whole entire third-person camera. It's what revolutionized the popularity of it. And that in itself is a great feat that the game accomplishes. Like, it's a little clunky, but not too clunky where you get frustrated with the game and throw it away.
So
it's kind of like akin to Zelda in the way that Zelda introduces 3D.
If you all agree with that, because I never played Resident Evil,
I
think I played 5, and I think that one was the one that a lot
5
of
was very poorly made.
I think I played every one except for 4 and 7.
But the next one is gonna blow Cameron's Smash Ultimate opinion out of the water because it's Super Mario Odyssey.
What do you mean?
Super Mario Odyssey is number 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's definitely better than 64.
I see what you're saying.
I disagree.
Oh, Connor, you just sinned.
No, here's the thing that I need to say to you guys. I hate Mario 64.
I know. Okay, can we have a discussion about this later on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Down the line.
It's before 21st century anyways, so we can't talk about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. Anyways, I do think Galaxy is better than Odyssey in my opinion.
Okay.
Yes. Also agree.
But I think Odyssey is a good enough game to be on here. I think a Mario game also deserves to be on this series list. Okay. But we're going to go to 2013 World of Warcraft. Easy pick. I'm going to keep going down because I don't give a shit. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Good game.
Absolutely not.
5? No. What?
Absolutely not.
No.
Phantom Pain?
Absolutely not. No.
I thought it was good. Fuck you guys.
It's the game is all the same. Everything's the same. There's no change throughout it. It was so boring. Like every other Metal Gear Solid game is way better. Revengeance is
I don't
better.
know. I just disagree. Whatever.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right. Then we've got Skyrim.
Oh, my child?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll say yeah. It deserves to be on this list.
All right, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna keep going down.
This was my first ever platinum trophy.
Because I think these are all basically
Okay.
Okay.
Bloodborne, I don't think deserves a spot on this list because there's a little bit, there's more, and I think they could have just put Bloodborne itself instead of Dark Souls because Dark Souls gets its own spot, and I think Bloodborne just does Dark Souls better.
What do you mean? Bloodborne is on the list, but you disagree with Bloodborne being on the list?
No. I disagree with it being a 10 and then Dark Souls being higher because the Dark Souls. I'm just gonna spoil it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dark Souls is like number 3.
Okay.
Wow.
And I think that Dark Souls either should be removed or added to Bloodborne. I think they're basically the same game, but the atmosphere is a little different. I don't know why people hate Bloodborne so much.
Yeah, I'll also throw in this saying that Bloodborne refines the action combat in the Souls game to an nth degree that makes it engaging and it basically refines the combat that everybody loves. But then Dark Souls has the level design that really set Souls games as the Souls game.
Yeah, I love the environments in them. So beautiful.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going down because we're gonna agree for most of these.
Sure.
BioShock, Portal 2, Halo.
Ooh, yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5. There it is. I think there should only be one per series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And then just the best one of that series.
True.
Unless it's a total change from the original.
And you disagree with 5?
I disagree with Grand Theft Auto 5, yes.
Which one do you think should be on there? Grand Theft Auto 3?
Well, first off, I would say yes, absolutely, to Grand Theft Auto 3. But even more so than Grand Theft Auto 3, I would say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
That's what I figured.
I'd say the reason why people would probably put Grand Theft Auto 5 is because it sold so many fucking copies.
Yeah.
Like there were articles like in like 2017. They're like, hey, why is this game still like competing with like brand new games in terms of sales? Like in England in like 2018 or 2017, I'm not sure.
It's because they supported it very well.
This was their most sold game. Like this game did not like. I will say they downgraded tons of things from Grand Theft Auto 4. Like their physics engine was greatly reduced, certain aspects. But I think personally, I think it deserves to be here. It just doesn't deserve to be 6.
Yeah, because these are coming down to like after this, it's the top 5,
right?
And I don't know if this is where I want to die. The hill I want to die on for these games. The Witcher 3.
Okay, yeah. Easy.
Sure.
Amazing.
Half-Life 2?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah, just because people don't shut the fuck up about it.
It's so good. Such a good game.
Then Dark Souls, you said?
Dark Souls, yep.
All right.
And then I don't like this game. This game, I'm going to say right now, a lot of people are going to say it belongs on this list, but I feel like it's just a Nintendo imitation of a different game.
Okay.
It's Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Sure.
It's just Nintendo Skyrim.
Yeah.
I think people got really fucking into it really quickly. And it's a good game and it has a great physics engine. Story isn't that really fucking amazing, honestly.
It's not important for the most part.
Yeah, no,
I would say
for this one.
No. This game introduces a open world mechanic. I think it's the best open world designed game.
Yes,
it far exceeds any other open world out there. And yeah, it is a sandbox to its core, which is, it's sort of Alan's gripe with the game.
Sure.
I mean, that's not really my gripe. It's more so that they saw Skyrim, right? It's very
It's not-
similar to it. No. Give me a second.
Okay.
And they realized we got a lot of area here, right? Let's actually make it bigger with less people.
Yeah, no.
Um,
I think the one thing that was always nice about Skyrim is that wherever you went, there was something that you could probably interact with, whether it was a person or a quest or like the environment itself was different. And I feel like I don't know the issue with Skyrim compared to like Breath of the Wild, you can move super quickly across the land if you want to, and you also have like the really, they both have fast travel, but I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like in Breath of the Wild, it was more about how you can like fuck with the game and like
Yeah.
what you can do. And Skyrim's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And that's not to say that Breath of the Wild didn't have that too, but Skyrim had way more of it.
I kind of conflicted on this because Skyrim's more RPG based. This one's more sandbox based, and it's more kind of about. They're both kind of about exploration, but one's more exploration through story, one's more exploration through the environment and how you interact with it. Because there's a lot of small little secrets that are really cool in Breath of the Wild, which I really love about that game.
Mhm.
I can't put one over the other, Skyrim or Breath of the Wild, but I don't think Breath of the Wild should be this high on the list. Maybe I do think it's good though.
I agree, it's a good game. I just don't think it's a good Zelda game.
I think what I like about it is they did something different, and I don't think every Zelda game should be the same because there's so many of them. It would get dry so quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really fun. It's a good open world.
I hope Breath of the Wild 2 is better.
Sure. Yeah.
But number one, to no one's surprise because it hasn't been listed yet, is the 2009 game Minecraft.
Okay, yeah, I figured this.
Okay.
No, yeah.
And I agree with it.
We agree number one spot?
I do agree. It's probably the best sandbox game.
I don't know if I agree with it being in number one, but I agree it should deserve a top 5 spot.
I like how it was it affected our generation, and now it's starting to do that again with the newer one.
That's because it's a very easy game to pick up. Anybody can play it. There's no story. It's just interacting with the world.
It's a very easy game, but then there's also a whole other side to it where it can get a lot more complicated and technical. I mean, it's a super easy game, but you can play fucking Pokemon in Minecraft through logic stuff.
And the mod
community
is huge.
And then you can go on servers and play with other people. It's just a good game overall. Like it's the sandbox game.
Yeah, there's endless possibilities.
So there's a lot about this list. I think we all agree Minecraft does deserve its spot somewhere on the list, but I don't know about number one.
I'd say top 5 at least.
Top 5, we agree. Top 5, it deserves its spot. However, there's some games that have huge impact here that were not listed at all.
Okay. You start because it seems like you have a lot.
I don't have a lot. It's just 2 games that popped into my head.
Okay, yeah. Give me 3.
Okay.
Out of everything that's gone down so far, give me 3 of your best games. CS:GO?
CS:GO.
Sure.
What do you think? I believe it should be on this list somewhere.
I
it's
don't
one
think
of the better
CS:GO.
shooters.
I do think maybe CS:GO then, because I was thinking the original Counter-Strike, but then I think the original came out like in the 90s.
It's I think it's just it's improved it.
Mm.
But either League or Dota.
Oh,
they are not on this list at all.
Okay.
And they make so much money every year. They have a huge player base. There's no MOBAs on this list at all.
That's true.
Second of all, I'm going to add a couple things here. There's no real RPG game. Persona isn't on this list.
Yeah.
Well, Skyrim and Mass Effect.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like RPGs and like
Like JRPGs?
Yeah, like JRPGs or like Pokemon isn't even on this list.
Yeah, well, Pokemon's
Stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
It's not the same style as like a Skyrim or a Breath of the Wild or
Sure.
thing. It's very different. There's also no real fighting game on here.
That's true.
There's Smash Bros. Skullgirls.
I would say
impact.
if there was going to be a fighting game, I would put Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
True.
Damn. There's no Injustice. Games were very important. Do they belong on the list? I don't know. Do they belong on the list over other games on this list? I believe so.
Okay.
But what about you? Are there any games at all?
Yeah,
that you think?
I have 3.
Okay.
Give me
3? Okay. Well, I'm going to put an extra one there, but because Alan kind of maybe got close to it, but StarCraft I think is another good one.
True.
StarCraft is huge. But my top 3 I would have put Okami because I'm playing that right now.
Okay.
It's 2006. It's so good. I didn't expect how good it is, and it's a very long game. I looked it up, and it's like 34 hours of main content. That's not even 100% completion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long game, and it plays really well. Another game is I had it. Ori and the Blind Forest. I think is probably one of the best platformers I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
I had another one, but I kind of forgot it, so I'm just gonna say Just Cause 2.
Okay, no, I think that was a fun game to fuck around with, and a really
It's a
fun
good sandbox.
extension. Yeah, I'd say, well, like for me, my gripe is that like I could say like tons of games, but like in honesty, that's because I like them. I don't think they're really worth like their merit. I mean, if I had to put one, I'd probably say Fallout 3.
Okay, yeah, I was surprised there wasn't a Fallout game.
Yeah, I would put Fallout 3. I don't think New Vegas hit as much of a demographic. I think that Fallout New Vegas, I think is way more of a cult classic than Fallout 3. I expected Fallout 3 to be on there. That's what I'd say. Otherwise, I don't know if any other game that I could suggest would be more focused on the fact that I really enjoy it in comparison to its entire merit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think for me too, I'm a very niche kind of person. But I'd say more than anything, more than any other game out there, I would say for the number 1, it should have been something like Pokemon. Definitely for Pokemon. I think.
I'm a little iffy on number 1.
Really?
Because like I don't know.
Oh,
when you're talking about the best game of like all time in the 21st century, that's got to be a game everyone enjoys.
True.
Right? And you've got to choose a Pokemon game specifically that everyone enjoys.
That's my gripe. Is that you can't really like pick one.
Like Pokemon deserves a spot on here.
I mean, if I had to pick one, if I had to pick a game, I'd probably say like Pokemon Emerald. If I had to pick a Pokemon game,
that would be my pick as well.
It would either be Emerald or Soul Silver or one of the Black and White games.
I didn't like that series, but that's for another day.
Did you have any more, Kenny?
No. That's all I wanted to share.
What do you think about like Civ 5? There was no like strategy based.
Oh, I really like Civ 5, but it didn't like that. The issue with those kind of series that it's a niche.
Yeah, it's a very
category.
niche game.
I know, but do you think it's a great game?
I do.
Oh, it's a great game. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a bunch of niche games on this list.
Yeah, like Eco and fucking
Spelunky.
Eco,
So
Spelunky,
here's the thing.
Paper Please.
They have a roguelike game in here, but they don't have the roguelike game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't have Rogue.
Oh, Binding of Isaac.
I'm gonna look.
They don't have Rogue.
Enter the Gungeon?
No, the game,
No,
the Rogue.
The game Rogue.
Oh, I don't know this one. I'm sorry.
It's the OG Rogue, roguelike game. That's why. That's where the term roguelike came from.
Because it's like Rogue.
When did it come out?
I don't know. Yeah, when did it
It
come
came out
out?
in 1980. What are you?
1980.
Unbelievable.
Are you sure about that?
What about Rogue Legacy or Crypt of the Necrodancer? I think those are both better
Oh yeah,
games.
Crypt of the Necrodancer is great.
I think they're
I don't
both
know.
better games. Look, I don't like Undertale. Should
Okay.
it be on here? Maybe.
It was very influential.
You know what? I'd say can I say something? I think the reason why Grand Theft Auto 5 had such a high rating is because The Guardian is a UK newspaper, and it's safe to say that Grand Theft Auto 5 I think was bigger in the UK than America.
True.
I think that it was huge in America, but like it didn't really stop being huge in UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the reason why it's so high up.
True.
That's the list.
That's the list in our opinion.
Let's make our own list. It's 50 games.
That's
No.
insane. And
Number
boring.
50, Minecraft.
49, Candyland.
What?
And then we'll do Candyland again for the next
48, Lego Star Wars. The complete
Lego
saga.
Star Wars. 47, Forza Horizon.
This is a long bit.
No, this is a bad bit. All right,
Let's end it.
It's bad bit.
It's been
Let's
an
end
hour
it.
and a half, I
Shit.
think.
Kenny, can you take us out?
That has been our discussion topic on the top 50 most best games, quote, quote, delivered by The Guardian.
Thank you,
Now-
Guardian.
Yeah, thank you very much. We disagree with your list, and you will never hear this, because why would you?
No one's gonna. Yeah.
But let me just throw this in there. You're not true gamers.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining us on today's podcast that went on longer than we initially thought.
Yeah, we talk too much.
We talk way too
That's
much.
okay.
Also,
I can't help it.
yeah, I can't help it. We're gamers after all. We all smell it. We're stinky.
I can't believe you know this about us. Oh no.
Stop.
Thank you for tuning in to today's Co-OPed Up episode. This podcast was brought to you, viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.